Hi guys, so I recently got a package in the mail of Younique products that I purchased from having my party. So I'm going to do just like a first impression of their Mineral Touch Liquid Foundation. And I got this in organza. I already put on my moisturizer. I used e.l.f. this morning today, daily hydration moisturizer, just something light and easy to put on. My skin is usually a little red and blotchy, dry, seems to be doing good. I recently got sunburnt and stuff, so I'm doing alright. A little shiny because of my moisturizer. I do have a pimple there, so we'll see how this works. I'm starting off with their my lighting is really bad, sorry. Their Glorious Face and Eye Primer. I'm gonna move that real quick. Okay. This one. Oop! So I probably got too much, but I don't know if you can see that, but I got some. I'm just gonna whisk it around here and stick it all over my face. So I like the texture of this so far. I have a couple other primers that are like this, that are a clear jelly-like substance, and I don't feel like they spread well, but I feel like this is kind of like putting on your moisturizer. So it's awesome. Okay, so we're going to let that sit in and dry. But as we do, I will just talk about what I used to use, kind of compare, so you kind of see what I'm comparing it to, or what my normal process is. So again, e.l.f. Daily Moisturizer. I use that every morning. And then I usually use a CoverGirl, which is not in here. I usually use a CoverGirl primer, or I use NYC's Smooth Skin Perfecting Primer. Not bad. Occasionally I'll use the Hard Candy Sheer Primer Color Correction in the green because of my redness, but not very often, just sometimes. My foundation I use, though, is... What I've been using is this Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation. And I got some pretty good coverage with it, so I liked it for the most part. But I was super excited to try something new, and this is out, so it's a good thing that it came in now. Okay. So that's been sitting for a few minutes. We will... Oop. I did buy the foundation brush to go with this. I'm super excited that it is a liquid but dries as a powdery matte finish. And the reason why I say I'm so excited about that is because I usually use my liquid foundation and then I top it off with powder so it doesn't look oily or wet or sticky. I don't know, but I always use the powder foundation after I use my liquid. So one less step for me, and that'd be great. Okay, so what I'm going to do is shake up this foundation, shake it up really good. I watched a video the other day that says you should get rid of all of that out of this little tester tube here and shake it again. That way there's nothing up there just sticking in there and it'd be wet. It's wet, but anyway. Okay. So we're going to squeeze the top, get it all full there. And try to get this on camera here. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't have 4 in there, sorry. 4 and 5. Well, but 4 was kind of a lot. Okay, so there we go. I'm just going to do it this. And swirl it around. So usually, when I do my makeup, I do my eye makeup first before I do my foundation. But today, I haven't put on any makeup, so I'm just going to go over my eyelids too, because they tend to be a little more red in color. So my hardest covered spot is my nose. I don't know why, but it never just covers. It just always smears off there, and never covers. So there we go, there's that. Okay, so first impression is I love the brush. Super soft, super soft. I'm not using a mirror to do this, so I kind of can't tell much from the coverage, except for I can still see, I don't know if y'all can see that, but I can still see one pimple there. It's still pretty red. I'm assuming, you know, some concealer would help. I mean, my other foundation probably wouldn't cover that very much either because it's super red, because I itched it and stuff. So I'm going to pull out just a little compact mirror here and check it out for myself, and I'll let you know what I think. I can figure this out. I feel like the coverage is there, but like I said, my skin is pretty good lately. I feel like the coverage is there. Of course, my nose is still red, but I am sunburnt, so that's not helping. It's really, really dry. The rest of my skin, I feel like I got an even coverage, which is mostly what I use my foundation for. I feel like it's really light. I mean, I don't feel like it's on my skin at all. I feel like I just kind of use this brush all over my face, and that's about all I did. But it's really light. It's not really sinking in. The Glorious Primer is working. It's not sinking in or anything like that. Again, like I said, my nose is really hard to see on here, but you can obviously see that it's red here. It is still pretty dry and pretty sunburnt, like my shoulders. This pimple is still really red. The coverage really isn't there. I'm going to try to just do a dot on it and see. I didn't do like a full dot, just a smidge, little half a dot. And I'm going to use my mirror here so I can kind of see what I'm looking at. And just swoosh that around on my chin and on my nose, maybe just a little bit. Just use what's on my brush. Okay, so I feel like the coverage is good. It's really, really light. I wouldn't say 5 drops is a full coverage. I mean, it could be, it is for me. I don't know if it is for everybody, but it is for me, so that's nice. I mean, it is really, really light. I don't feel like I'm wearing any makeup at all. I could use some concealer on my pimple, but mostly because it's just dented in because I picked at it. But all over so good. So thanks. Have a nice day.